One thing we picked up a couple years ago, talking about scout team. How many of you guys offensively probably practice 2-minute drill stuff? I would assume, yeah? How many of you practice 2-minute stuff defensively? It can be hard at times, okay? Because that scout team's got to know their play before they come out. What we started doing is I'll have my defense huddle with me about 10 yards, 15 yards from line of scrimmage facing me. I'll have the scout team get up. The scout team will be set. They'll be ready to snap the ball. I'll tell them to play. They got to turn around and run. Instantly, I recognize the formation, get in their stance, and I'll tell that scout team quarterback to snap it almost as soon as they get in their 3 points. Okay? So they have to all let me communicate simultaneously, get the check done within a couple of seconds. It's not, okay, here comes the scout team. All right, they're getting set up, and now we got time to adjust. They got to think fast. Okay, they got to adjust fast. We'll even do it where we'll start over maybe towards the sideline. Play finished by the sideline, running from the side quickly, and adjust right away. Okay, making sure we're mentally there, we know what's going on, we're communicating with each other. Physical, you guys know, sometimes you got those kids that just don't want to play physical. Okay, for us, probably not going to be on the field. All right, for us, our physical thing is a mindset. It's an attitude thing. We install it day one when we start in, last year's July 31st, wasn't it, for equipment handout? I think it's even earlier this year. Okay, we install it right away. It's from energy from our coaches. We emphasize the get to the fight. Your buddies are fighting over there. Why aren't you there helping them out? Okay? They may have a stud. In my mind, this is one of the best kids we played last year. Okay, quarterback for River Valley. He was a pain in the ass to try to handle. All right. We said if we have 4 guys, 3 guys at the fight, I'll take our 3 guys versus one of them any day of the week. You get to the fight. If your buddy's fighting, you better be there backing them up. You sprint, you get your pursuit lanes. I don't care who's in front of you. If we have more guys than they do, we will win that fight. All right, that's one thing we emphasize them right away. Get to the fight. You're all fighting together. 11 guys at one time. All right. Physically, one thing that's really fortunate for us, we have an administration that is in full support of off-season training for us. These are pictures from our summer lifting. We run 3 lifting sessions, 6 a.m., 7:30 a.m., 9 o'clock a.m., and we run a 6 p.m. session one evening. And I would say our morning sessions are probably the most packed. The 6 a.m. and 7:30 are packed. Okay, and we usually have 2 people staffed to work it, and there is paid positions for our summer program, which is really fortunate. We get a lot of guys there within those summer programs. Actually, we even get a lot of middle school kids showing up too. We run pretty good in-season programs, and we always emphasize the 3-sport athlete. We want them doing something. If our football kids right now, I'll start talking with them this week. If they're not out for baseball with Bird, they better be out for track with me. Right, they're doing something. I'm just going to go work out in the spring. No, we're all working out. We're all active. We're 3-sport athletes. Our school isn't big enough to specialize. And that's another issue as well, in my mind. And Christ, they have fun with it. There's more 4.0s than you can imagine in that picture, and they had Thug Day one morning. Okay, but our numbers have been really good with it. And actually, we just got a brand new weight room and stuff, so hopefully it continues to increase. As far as drills that we do during the season, talking about the physically fast thing, we do some open field stuff. The comment was said earlier. How much tackling? Xavier said he doesn't do much during the week. I would say we don't actually hit a lot during the week. We do some form tackling stuff, but it's the quickest whistle you can imagine. Basic open field. The sideline drill, I refer to that as the Brady Williquit drill. We had a cornerback this year, could run down everybody. He was a podium guy, 300 hurdles. His spatial recognition was quite bad at times. I don't know how many times he'd run down a kid and run right past him. Okay, so we worked the Brady Williquit drill. Sideline's an All-American. Sideline never misses a tackle. Okay, if the sideline misses a tackle, I'll make sure that ref knows. So basically it was just get on the hip, sprint to get on the hip from an angle, and just push him out of bounds. Okay? Slow down, do whatever you gotta do, make that sideline, make the tackle. The dive and sweep the foot. This is another open field tackle that we worked on with my linebackers mostly. Greg, you want to come out here? This might be hard to see. No. So Bird was really fast, and I couldn't quite catch him. Okay, stop right there. We'll do it as a stationary drill. I'll have my linebacker basically on all fours. Okay, put your left foot forward. And I'll have him just sit here, and just on set hit, his job will be slide and slap the foot. Okay, because if he's running, what's that foot going to do? Go behind the back one, trip him, he's on the ground. Okay, and we'll make it more difficult. We'll push him way back because we're not going to practice running full speed and diving at people. Okay, well again, we'll put him on all fours, hit the whistle, don't dive and slap the foot. Okay, get him on the ground. Okay, yeah, they got a big play, they got an open field. We got him on the ground, we can line back up and we can prevent him from scoring. Okay. And obviously basic tackle stuff. We usually do tackle circuits, we do it right at the start of team defense. We split our coaches up in about 5 groups. We're about a minute, we run pretty quick. Bang, 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 get around, get out, be done. Or we'll do a turnover circuit, strip and recover. Basic stuff you guys have all done probably for. Ball carriers running, find the point, rip the point, get on the ball, bring it back. We emphasize strip and recover all the time. I want my linebackers, my D-line and my DBs, that no matter for the first, second, third guy to tackle, the minute they feel the ball, it is instant, second nature to instantly try to pull it. Okay? Get the ball on the ground. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm here, oh, where's the ball, and then start going for it. As soon as they feel the tip, they're pulling it out. So we muscle memory that constantly. So it's second nature during the games for them. Basic recover the fumble stuff. This one's been kind of nice for us. Punt block. We'll actually practice our punt block stuff during the week in our turnover circuits. I forgot the stat I saw once, but it was if a team that blocks a punt, their probability of winning the game skyrockets. Okay? Now if that block punt turns into a touchdown, it goes up even more. Some teams will maybe take all the time in the world, develop these elaborate schemes, get all 10 guys moving around just to set up the punt block. We usually designate 2 guys. Last year was our Mike linebacker and our outside linebacker. On punts, I told him, Cole, I said, Cole, you go watch film, I'll watch it too. You find the one guy in their punt team that you can take advantage of. Okay? If it's the right guard that doesn't move its feet. If it's the left tackle that comes in and he's a sophomore and all he is on special teams. Okay? You go find that one guy that you think you can beat. And we'll set something up with just you and Ryan to go block the punt. Okay? We're going to come back out again. And you can move around. With punt blocking, he's my punter. 2 things I talk to those guys who work with them that are kind of designated as our blockers. Understanding is a right foot or left footed punter. Right footed punter. So if I'm starting on his right side, my aiming point is obviously his right foot. But if I'm on this side, I need to stay on this side the entire time if I'm rushing up the middle. Okay? I don't want this kid to cross his face because if you miss, your probability of running into him increases. Okay? You also see these guys that are also trying to block for punts way up here. It's not the way we teach it. It's not the way we're coached in college either. I tell him his aiming point is we want him to block it off the foot with his hands crossed and low. Okay? So whatever we have set up, Cole gets free, his aiming point is going to stay on this side, hands down, hands crossed, block it and run straight to the block point. Okay? If it's a do or die situation, we may tell him to leave his feet and go for it. If it's on the other side, and he's rushing from this side, say we have this right guard that we know we can take advantage of, same type of deal, but now we'll tell him he has to cross the face. Obviously, he's right for the punter. This guy gets to the right side. So same type of thing. We'll practice a drill. He'll rip or whatever, come through, run through the block point, hands down, watch it come off the foot, scoop and score type of deal. Hands crossed, because if hands are here, obviously you can go straight through them. I hate watching them block punt go straight through a dude's hands because they weren't crossed. Okay, cross the hands, there's no way it's going to go through for us. We do work some little bit of interception stuff. I'm pretty basic, cut and throws. Not a big fan of the tip drill. Probability of someone tipping the ball and having to catch it doesn't happen a bunch. If you can't catch a ball, it's floating down back at you. It's too bad. Okay, we got some guys that probably can do that. We want kids with hands. Okay, our D linemen, we work a lot of screen stuff. Okay, read and react with the screen instead of trying to catch stuff in open field.